Bonjour, Mary! So today, I'm wearing red, so I'm going to talk about Gryffindor. So, Gryffindor, kind of the aesthetics that you see on Tumblr, those aesthetic posts, they're like brave, noble, chivalrous, they've got like knives and daggers, all this red, and they're a little arrogant and reckless at times, but all around a hero. Throughout the Harry Potter series, Gryffindor is kind of treated as the good guys, as the heroes of the story. Notice that these are children's books, so it's very nice to put things into like, these are the good guys, these are the bad guys, because that's how children understand things. However, as adults, we understand that that's not always true. Is that just because you're a part of this one faction of people doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be good or evil. And in fact, sometimes you can't even consider people as good or evil. So Gryffindors are considered the heroes, but there's good things and bad things about them. So the good qualities are recognized in Harry Potter, obviously. He's brave and sarcastic and like challenging, and if he was not brave, then he would not have been able to defeat Voldemort. I mean, there's countless times where he like displays his bravery. An 11-year-old child decides that it's up to him to like go and stop a dark wizard from getting through like extreme challenges in order to get a extremely powerful object. Like, they decide it's up to them, those 11-year-old kids, to go and do it, and they don't question it. That's, like, stupid, but it's also very brave, and if they hadn't, Quirrell probably would have gotten the Sorcerer's Stone, and then Voldemort would have been resurrected even sooner. The ideal Gryffindor, I think, is represented also in, like, a King Arthur type of character, a chivalrous knight. They are the knights of yore, the knights of the Round Table. They defend people's honor, and Godric Gryffindor even had a sword, which is silly because why do wizards have swords? You use wands. Like, but then there is the bad side of Gryffindor, which I think is nicely represented in a frat boy. What if we branded you? Have you seen that vine of a kid getting branded with a fork? Why? Why? Did you not know it was gonna hurt? That's very painful. Why? Why? Why are you doing that? Because it's cool, you know? Like, jousting? Let's run at each other with the big sticks and hit each other. Like, what's that supposed to prove? So that's the frat boy. And then we also have Alexander the Great. Now, notice the Great. Now, if you don't know who Alexander the Great was, he was a Greek guy. He was the student of Aristotle. I know that because it took philosophy, blah, blah, blah. But he was considered great because he conquered all this land. And yeah, that's an awesome feat. And that's very Gryffindor of him, to go out there and conquer this land. However, they raped and pillaged town after town to conquer it. There's also a difference between being reckless and being brave. Tightrope walking across the Grand Canyon on an extremely windy day, some people might consider that brave. Some people would consider it reckless. If you had a harness on, you're not being reckless. Now you're just being brave. Although some people would call you a coward because you have a harness. Except for, no, you're just being smart because, yes, you may be good at tightrope walking, but you'll still die if you fall. So let me know if you think that Gryffindor house is like a good house, bad house. Hopefully you'll come to the conclusion that it's somewhere in between. And what kind of people do you know in your own personal lives, or I guess like famous people, that are Gryffindors? And are they Gryffindors in a good way or in a bad way? Or a mixture of both? Au revoir, sister.